Friday team meeting. There we go. Today is September 9th, 2016. First and foremost, I want to give credit where credit is due to the Most High. Thank you, Lord, for bringing us together and giving us another opportunity to discuss what's been going on for the past few weeks, because we didn't have a meeting on Wednesday or last Friday. So just want to bring everybody up to speed, and then we can get on our separate ways. So there was, first update was this guy named Raiden. He says he's a comedian, but this was the guy that this was 10 days ago, but he was at the Rohnert Park festival, but he said he wanted us to send him the picture. I don't know who this guy is, so we got to get this picture to him. We got to get this picture to him so that he can repost. So we got to find that. So we'll ask the people that were there, obviously, Mick and S, so that we can get it out to this guy. And then I'm just going to go up for just like some events that I've been looking into. I'm just going through my emails. So I looked into the Oakland Pride event. And this was, once again, we're trying to close out the year by doing as many as possible. And I haven't gotten a response back, but it's something that I found on Everfest. But we've been constantly looking on that website, and we found multiple events through that outlet. So I know there's like a lot more, but this has been like the most promising, I guess you could say, like, because we found a lot of events through there. So I'm going to follow up with them, and then I'll keep you guys posted. That was Mike. Never mind, Mike. So, all right. Charles Redoble. And this is a guy from CSUMB. He's working on a project for website redesign, app logo, and he's going to be graduating this year. So he really wants to go out with a bang. And what better way than to assist us, local company. And then he's also a supporter since day one. So I actually met with him today, and it was a great meeting. I mean, he got a lot of, it was fast. It was probably less than 30 minutes. But he got a lot of the things that he wanted to do for the website is just minor tweaks for our website that he saw that could enhance our experience. And, for us, we're just going on based off our know-how, our skills, what we've come across, and that's how things get put together. So when we do get an opportunity to work with people that are going after their craft, are trying to perfect their craft and going after their dream, it's a must, that we work with them, because they're dream chasers too in their own right, and they're going after something a lot of people aren't. And this is how we connect. And so they're doing it, or he's doing it. He's working on it. He'll give the first two concepts in the upcoming weeks. That's what he's working on. He's just like really inspired that he gets the opportunity to work with us, and he's ready, ready to put together a website that is fitting, that has a better flow, I guess you can say, and then that really communicates our message effectively, like people just get it. I mean, there's a lot of great things about our website right now, but then you think about just making these minor edits, how much more of an impact we can make. And that's what we're trying to do, just find these connections that will do things for free because they see the exchange of value and they see the bigger picture. And this is one of those guys that, he loves what we're doing. He wants us to succeed. And we, in exchange, want him to succeed as well. We want him to pass his class. We want him to help build his portfolio. We want to drive him business by him doing us a solid and us having the platform to be able to expose what he's got going on, this gives him more of an opportunity to get his to build awareness for him and what he wants to do. And then who knows, maybe he starts a company or whatnot, but we're just trying to help him out for his school project at CSUMB, and I'll keep you guys posted. He did create a few logos, like, well, I told him we're not changing our logo, we're staying, and he was like, he knew that, but he just wanted to throw out a few concepts. But the main focus here, obviously, is website redesign, app, and the app. So what he wants to do with our app is what we talked about: locations. Creating locations, creating where, like, for events where we're going to be popping up, so people can just see, like, oh, okay. And it's the same thing we talked about early on, and we just didn't know how to do it. But since he is doing it, this is great for us, because we definitely could use an app for those purposes. People want to go, want to find Ooch Juice, bam, check out the app. So excited about that. And once again, I know I told you guys this before, but the focus right now in the fall, winter, is the website redesign. When the spring comes, from my understanding, this is what he told me, is the app. We're going to be more focused on that. So just a heads up.
I hope it's like the Weed Maps app. Wherever you are, it jots your location and it tells you right around. Like, you don't even have to put in the zip code or nothing.
Oh, yeah?
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I would definitely get with him on that too, see how we can make that happen. It's convenient, just open the app, bam. Oh, shit, there's a store 0.5 miles right here.
I wanted to share with you guys. I didn't even share with you guys the last week, but we're putting together this email campaign for Infusionsoft, and it was called First Fridays. Unfortunately, we didn't get to run it last week because it was pretty busy for us, and we knew it. I mean, we had to talk about this on Wednesday when the pictures were taken, and the upcoming Friday, which was the season opener, which our attention is going to be focused on that, because this is big for us. Selling is big. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a part of selling as well. But we didn't get to run it this Friday, or this past week Friday. So be on the lookout. I'll give you guys more details. Fee and Gail has been working on this. And so next month, we'll probably run our first Friday. And it's just like a contest where some of the ideas that we're throwing out is kind of similar, where we just pitch it to people, and if they're they tag 5 of their friends or something like that, and then we choose a random winner, give them some free gear and some free product in exchange for increasing our followers. I think for this latter part, these last few months, our goal, right, I think that was one of our goals, was to hit 10K following. So if we're going to hit 10K following, we're going to have to push like a real solid push. I think this First Fridays could work. And then also other things. If we're doing other giveaways, the tagging of friends through social media will boost us up there. And so we got to stay on it. So this is just one of the campaigns that we're going to start running. And I just want to go over the past weekend's events. Let you guys just give you a heads up. So Friday, obviously, last week Friday we did Seaside High opener. Saturday we went to Tracy, and we had an event out there. It's called Summer Festo. Not our best event by far, and I mean, it's just one of those things. You live and you learn, and then you get the experience, and then you say, okay, now we're more prepared for next time. And so we went on Monday to Hero Day in Oakland. By far our best event, by far, just one day. I mean, you should have seen the people. There was over 10K or 8 to 10K, but they had numbers there. And once again, the thing that we have to understand is like the right crowd. I mean, from what we've experienced in Tracy on that Saturday, they had numbers as well, but it was the wrong crowd. That crowd didn't come to spend, and we learned. Now we go fast forward to Hero Day on Monday, Labor Day. People having a good time, enjoying themselves, enjoying the festivities, and they come to spend with the vendors. These are the events that we need to look for because they're lucrative for us, and especially because we want to close out the year strong. We got to find more of these events coming into 2017. This is one of those things that we've been talking about for the past few years. But now we've really gotten on the ball as far as going out there and really doing our research, really trying to be a part of events instead of just kind of like waiting and hoping that event just falls in our lap. We're actually being more proactive towards it, and we're reaping. We're reaping the benefits of doing our part. We don't have any events scheduled. We do have picture day for our soccer teams, our kids, and our sponsored team. So we're going to be out there tomorrow since we don't have any events planned. One of the things that I want to get with tomorrow is make sure that every kid in our sponsored team, they have Oosh Juice in their pictures. I want to see if we can get that done. And that comes with talking with the parents as well. And then, even the head coaches, just to let them know, it's just a little. I mean, we're sponsoring the team. It's the least that they could do,
It's 12 more free bottles, too.
Yeah. And then, that's a
win-win for
yeah, you get the free product. You get a free spot. We sponsor these kids. You get free product every week. I mean, it's just those little things that we're trying to do to really expose our brand in a major way. And they just have it constantly on people's minds. Like, I talked to somebody, I think it was Angel, but he was just telling me about little things like magnets, refrigerator magnets. He's like, yeah, man, you make some of those and people just, they'll just throw them up on the fridge but it's constantly in their face. They're like, oh, damn, every time. So it's just like that, with pictures. Every time I look at the picture, you're going to see a bottle of Oosh Juice. I mean, yeah, you're going to see the jersey, but we really want that bottle in that picture because the jersey only says so much. It's just Oosh. Okay, it's just text. But we want more out of that, and that's what we're going to be doing, like with our sponsorship, like really being more aggressive or proactive, I should say, with the marketing side of things because we just the teams that we have sponsored. I mean, we're going into this new, so we're just like, oh yeah, it's cool. But now, since we get the understanding, now we got to push the limit, more, because of the fact that this is what we're spending on. We're spending on all these things that they offer, promotion, advertisement. I mean, these things that we have control over certain things now because of that, like sponsorship, and we want to take full advantage throughout this year, throughout this season for our soccer team, and then moving forward because baseball is coming up next. We always do. Well, we didn't do it last year, but we'll do another sponsorship this year, and then even next year, find some way to get back into the football scene. I know like things didn't work out. It's kind of weird how they do it, but we got to figure something out. I mean, even if it's going to a different league, instead of the ones on this side, but there is a way. We just got to find it. Man, great event. I mean, well, Hero Day was, man, we got to find more of those this weekend. Like I said, staying back, but next weekend we'll keep you guys posted and updated because we do have the Mountain Soul Festival 2-day event in Santa Cruz, and I'm actually talking to I actually got a hold of, his name is Greg, and he runs, let me get this real quick because it ties into it. So next weekend, 17th and 18th, Come on. This is was actually 16th, 17th, and 18th, but I got a hold of Greg Mansfield, and he's part of the San Diego Bay Fair. This brings in over 150,000. Yeah, this brings in like ludicrous numbers, like big numbers. And it's a 3-day event, so that's how they do it. It's like, you know, throughout the 3 days, you're going to see this amount of people. But he contacted me. They have openings, $150, which kind of like was crazy to me. So I was like, what the hell? So apparently I'm gonna get in contact with Greg again. He said he was supposed to call me today, but he didn't. Probably got busy. But if things work out and I like what I hear, we're gonna be splitting up next week, and we're gonna make 2 teams. You know, S is not gonna be here. He's gonna be out of town. So we're gonna find this manpower that we need, and we're gonna handle 2 events. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna pass this one up in San Diego, especially because we're trying to build more awareness in San Diego. So I'll keep you guys posted with this one. If I could just show you guys a picture. I mean, I think I showed you guys a picture of Mountain Soul. But the reason why we got to be, I think the team will be. We'll decide who the team is, but I really want a strong team for Mountain Soul, based on it's our backyard. There's going to be a lot of things that we do for marketing that we got to stay on top of. So marketing, remember we talked about making a sign that says drinks, so people know, oh, okay, this is a drink table. And then for Mountain Soul, obviously we gotta write the support local small business, because this is our backyard and they're going to eat that up. This is Santa Cruz. We know how Santa Cruz is. Anything local, they're with it.
I think we even put a list of the stores in Santa Cruz that we're in on the table.
Great idea. Let's write that down so we don't forget, and we're on top of that. I can't show you guys that. It's not pulling up for some reason. But I'll bring it back to you guys' attention come next week, Wednesday, because we definitely got to have a meeting on Wednesday for the simple fact that we're having events come the weekend. Let me get back to my updates real quick. All right, so my next update is next up is Daniel Lucas. Daniel, he's actually a student at Cabrillo College, and he works at the Veterans Center on the campus. So he's going to look into, I ran into him at AJ's, but he's going to look into how we can get Oosh Juice sold on campus. And this is a great connection because his friend actually works for the paper for Cabrillo College. So I was talking to him too, and we're going to stay in contact because they just love Oosh Juice and they want to help out. And in the ways that they are, that they have a lane. So let's stay on top of this as well. I have his number, and so I'm going to keep in contact with him, and then I will keep you guys posted. This is a great opportunity for us to get exposure because the college is literally, I would say, a couple minutes from AJ's, and AJ's is our best seller out there in Santa Cruz. So we want to continue to grow those sales, and it's going to be through that, through the school, get more kids aware of it. Man, they're going to go in there and they're going to support big time. Another update is from India, our Get It India Haynes. She loved the product, man. She posted a couple times already. She reached out and she said, let me just give you her words, but she's like really wants to be sponsored. She was like, man, she drank the whole bottle. Needless to say, she had a crazy energy boost kick in not long after. She didn't feel the jitters or the crash. And then she says she posted it on her IG. We've seen that, and her Snap. The real Get It, man. We need to follow that. I didn't even read that part, but she's looking to see how she could get sponsorship for upcoming events. She's gearing up for a shoot. Her next music video next week, and she has a show every weekend for the next 6 weeks, and she's bringing her dancers bottles to try. So this was actually 9 days ago, and we still haven't got back to her because I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. Just by what she's shown, obviously we can't do much for sponsorships, but I would definitely like to send her like maybe a case or two, a couple cases a month, just because it's in the Bay, and then it's like she's done her part, like Sage, you still got to send him product as well, but they've done their part on social media, understanding like it's a team effort. So, what do you guys think about that as far as, including her in the mix of everything and sponsorship? And
so why not?
the only thing, everything I always look at is like, it's always good to just get that little bit of exposure. That's why we have to be smart and keep it so minimal as far as what we're dishing out, because you always want to see what the return on investment is, and the return on investment is somebody actually buying and purchasing. And then if you get followers, now these people with so many followers, like we've seen, not too many people follow, from a post or whatever. We get a few new followers. That's cool, but that's how we gauge our ROI, return on investment. Is, are we getting followers? Are we getting customers? Are we getting people to purchase? So those are all the things that we got to keep in mind. But I like the feel. I like that she actually posted some stuff without having to put a like, dang, having to like hound people down, because we've run into those type of people. Like, we send them out product for free and they don't want to take a picture, and then when they do take a picture, it's like, damn, it took you that long just to do that. So that's, those are some of the things that I look at and I base my judgment as far as when we're thinking about possible sponsorship. Yeah, man.
Funny because Brandon said he hit her on Twitter. And see fucking with the movement. That's what's up. And she was just like, I'm drinking one right now.
Oh, nice.
Again, just without being at the forefront of her mind, that's a lot more than some professional athletes and bigger celebrities we've seen stuff. So she may really see it as an exchange of value, but the other people don't. There's so many people gunning for these people. If you look on the comments, hey, what's a link I can send you free shit? Like, everybody's whether it's clothing, whether it's another drink, whether it's jewelry, whatever the thing may be, because everybody's looking at, oh man, if I can get it in their hands, and they're looking at it like, oh, everybody just want, like you said, to ride the coattail type shit. So I mean, she's not at the stage where she is a celebrity yet. She's still up and coming, but she has good momentum.
Yeah.
So it's good for us. And she's willing to go in depth and not just post all, thank you, Orange juice. She's actually saying, man,
testimonials,
try this drink, man. Hop it, whatever. You feel me? It's just really good. It's healthy, nutritious, all the shit. So.
Cool. I just want to give you guys an update too on Edward Bourget. And his company is called Green Bottle Union. He actually, we're working on some things right now as far as him becoming an independent distributor for Las Vegas. He just received his first 12 cases today. It arrived. I'm going to be sending him over a non-disclosure agreement so that he can be able to create certain materials. And this is this is how things really can go well, and there's always two sides to this thing. It can blow up in a major way, or it could go the other option. Just not nothing happened. But this guy's like really serious. He's really adamant. He believes in culture. He believes in our people. He believes in our product first and foremost. They love it. We met him in Reno, and now he wants to take that next step. One of those guys still works his everyday job. His wife, unfortunately, has some problems and issues. So, they're running their company, but he still needs to work his everyday job to be able to support the venture, like we know. And he's like real. I mean, this dude he really calls me like probably every other day. This dude stays on me, and that's a good feeling, when people are like that, taking the initiative to just stay in contact, to just try to build a relationship. So Ed, I mean, I got good vibes from him. I mean, he's doing events constantly. He got one tomorrow for Las Vegas. That's why they wanted the product there, so that they could sell at this event and kind of expose it to people. And then he started off low with 12 cases, and then he's going to continue to grow it. I ran the game to him as far as how it needs to be done. He already has this guy already has his head on his shoulders as far as what he's going to do. His kids, he said, man, I'm going to start with the schools. He said, I'm going to start with that, and then we're going to grow like that. I said, man, that's what we do. So I didn't even need to tell him about that, which is a good thing. Starting small, not to get ahead of yourself. He's doing that. Doing events. He's consistently grinding, and so being a part of that, getting that exposure, and then it just comes down to us to work it right, send him over the necessary materials that he needs, which is information, so that he can educate consumers about the product. Already sent them over pricing structure and whatnot, and then we're just going to see what happens. We know Las Vegas they want Ooze Juice there. That's one of those cities that want Ooze Juice, and now this right here could be a major opportunity for us to just blow up with the independent distributor route. Like we haven't really threw it out there, but for those people that want, we'll see how this go, and then we'll open up the door, independent distribution. Obviously, we're going to start small too. Ain't nobody going to come and say, yeah, we want to buy a pallet, for the simple fact that we're not going to be getting played. I'd rather take a loss on, 10 cases, whatever, than a whole pallet, and then they end up not paying. Like I've seen it, I've heard it done. I haven't seen it done, but I've heard about certain incidents like that where people got the short end of the stick because in good faith. And those are the things that you just got to be mindful of and just be aware. I mean, just little by little until you do feel it's comfortable enough where you can say, okay, I'm going to send out pallets now. Because this independent distributor route is a lot different than real distributors. At least real distributors, you can find them online, and then you can go after them. Not to say you can't go after these guys, but it's a lot more. Things could happen a lot differently for independent distributors. So just always be mindful of that, like who you're working with, and I feel good about this relationship with Ed, and we'll just see what happens from here. We'll see what happens tomorrow at the event, and then and then I'll let you guys know once I get all that information. Um, so Reiki, I think that's how you say her name, Reiki Ross, but she works for Seaside High. And she contacted me and she threw out the events that she wants us to be a part of. Homecoming on 10/6. The Battle of the Bay is on 11/4. Multicultural Day is on 1/20. And then Aloha Rally is on 5/19. So all the rallies start at 2 p.m. These are the ones that we're going to be a part of, and we're going to be doing our thing. Like we always do. You know, it's another year, new kids as far as freshmen coming in. And then even maybe people change schools, but these are great opportunities for us because we get that exposure like we need, and then we continue to show what we're truly about. You know, supporting those who support us. Man, this is a major key. Like especially because this is our alma mater, we take pride in that we went here, but to just show these kids that we can do things in a positive manner. And then we can turn a dream into reality. I mean, these kids, they really look up to us. A lot of these kids are seniors now. And, that next step in life is going to be is going to be eye-opening for them. And so we're here for them to just show them, lead the way, and then just let them know that we'll be here if they need anything. So these are the rallies that we're going to be a part of. And tell the twins to keep us posted because obviously we got so much going on, so we just got to be mindful of when these dates are. And a little reminder, it always helps, especially if we're thinking about so many other things that, the twins are going to school, so they can always hit us up and let us know for sure or about these specific dates that we're going to be a part of. I got an email from Seven Moon LLC. I don't know, but the guy, his name is Michael B. He was asking about distribution and in the San Diego area. So he hasn't contacted me back, but he wanted to know specific things, delivery days, minimum orders, etc. I gave him insight. It's been 2 days, so if he reaches back out, I'll let you guys know. But we'll see, what kind of connection this is. I mean, I believe it's a store. Yeah, I believe it's a store, so we'll see. Cool. And then we need to stop by here. Tyler Tran from Poke House in Marina. He wants to set up a new account with us. He has a new restaurant opening up, and then he wants to sell our drink through his outlet. So I'm gonna give him a call, stop by. I wrote him an email, he didn't respond back, so I think he really wants me to call in. So be on the lookout. We'll be setting up this account pretty soon here, and we'll keep you guys posted. I got a response back from Napa Valley Aloha Festival. Unfortunately, they don't allow outside beverage sales, so we're not going to be a part of that one. They do allow like doing samplings and same thing that Sacramento Aloha Festival was talking about, is do samplings, and if people want to come back and buy, but we don't want to do that. Even though I heard Sacramento Aloha Festival is crazy, like the people that they get, but obviously if we're not in the area, I don't think it makes sense, to be honest. I don't think it, and then I just don't think that people are going to want to come back and buy after a full day. I mean, people, once they see it, they want to buy right there. So we won't be a part of this one this year. Probably not. I mean, unless they change the rules in the future, but definitely something that I wanted to bring up. And then I got a response from Nico Govea, and he is from the Treasure Island festival. He sent me the forms to fill out. I filled them out, and there's no guarantee that we'll be a part of this. But if we are, I'll let you guys know. I just want to let you guys know that it looks it's their 10th year, so that's always a good sign when they're doing they have multiple years. But it looks like it's going to be huge. So hopefully we get to be a part of this one. And if we are, man, I'll let you guys know for sure. Then Gerald Grube. This is a guy I met at a couple MMA fights, but he has a fighter. His name is Derek Campos, looking for sponsors. 2K for logo on the shorts banner, social media blast, and 5K. He will come out head to toe in your logo. So I didn't respond back to him because obviously we're not going to be paying no 2K for a sponsorship. Yeah, and which brings me to the next person who's actually going to be on Bellator, Hugo Lachon. And Hugo is one of our big supporters. He's from Soledad, local. He's not asking for anything for like monetarily, but product. That's a good thing, especially because he drinks our product all the time and he's posting and whatnot. And so I told him I would talk to you guys and I'll bring it to you guys' attention first, like we always do it. And then we'll let him know. I mean, I definitely would like to start something, maybe a case or a month or something like that, something small, and then even have him in our gear. We can do that as well because he is going on next month. He's going to be on Bellator, so that'd be huge for us. So I think we're going to move forward. What do you think? Like, yeah, he's cool. He's a cool dude too. Yeah, and putting on for the city or for the area. So I'll keep you guys posted with Peter Wu, and he's from Morgan Hill Vapors. Talk with Peter. China finally got the shipment 2 days ago. He's going to send me over all videos once they get a chance to try it out. And then I hear their feedback. So I'm excited about that because that opportunity, like we were talking about early on, like, damn, what if they really take to it, and then their networks are what they are. It's crazy. So, I mean, the opportunities, they're there. We just got to find them, like we always talk about, and then we got to explore them. Hey, it's living, you learn. Managing is the most important thing about this all, because we got to be able to say, okay, if we're going to give this up, then what do we need on the back end to make sure that it doesn't hurt us? We got to take care of our responsibilities, and that's the thing that how we got to play this game. And so you're always taking risks. It's the entrepreneurial journey. So 10K, I shot him 10 cases. They're finally there now. We just waiting for the videos and feedback, and then seeing what is the next step. They've already talked about the freights that they got lined up, what they want to do. And so we're going to see, once I get all that information and then get a call from him to see what we want to do. So be on the lookout. Cool. I think that was pretty much all my updates right there. Yeah, all my updates. So right now we're about to go. That was pretty much it. Sales right now. I mean, they'll close out the years. If we're gonna do updates, weekly updates and presentations, we'll start off with distribution and sale. Well, distribution is always easiest to start off with. We're already down I mean, well, we got 2 pallets that we just picked up, but we're down to already 7 pallets in the warehouse. We've been moving product since we got this production run. There's been really great movement of what we have. The events also help us out big time. So it's been looking good as far as sales is concerned. We're on pace to reach what we set our minds to. You know, we want to do 100K, and 100K is not easy. You know, I don't take it lightly, and I know we got to work hard these last few months in order to hit that, and it's going to take a consistent team effort. What I mean by that is like, man, looking into these events, you know, staying on top of our accounts, continue to keep product moving, go into the 80, you know, the 20% that bring us to 80% of our profits as far as the 80-20 rule with our accounts. You know, getting this exposure, doing these, opening up new accounts. We can and we will hit the mark because there's a big if we stay on our job, if we do our thing, we do what we're supposed to do, and we close out strong like we're talking about. And the more, you know, obviously the events, they play a huge role into how we're going to hit this. You know what I mean? Apparel, our drops. You know what I mean? We got to drop a hoodie tonight. We got to drop that actually right now. The next shirt, got to drop that. Then we got to be on to the next. But it's got to be this consistent flow of things working together in order for us to hit this number. So with sales, we're better off right now within the first 9 days of this year, or 9 days of this month within this year than we were last year. So that's a good sign. You know, 9 months strong and our sales are ahead. Cool. Let's keep on running it then. As far as marketing, like we talked about a few of the things that we're working on right now. You know, with email marketing, how to increase our social media followers in certain outlets, which is Instagram. We want to get to 10K. Working on the web design, applications, farmers markets. Well, that's what we're working on. We got a contact with them. They said call them back on Tuesday. Do you have anything else for marketing that? But you know, it's consistency, man. Getting things done, staying on top of things, not letting things get past us. Those are the things that are important in order for us to hit this goal. So let's do it. Let's finish strong. We're only nine days into this month, and so once again, let's take it a day at a time, week at a time, month at a time, and then we continue to repeat the things that have helped us to be successful. That being said, just want to end it out here in prayer. Thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. And we bow our heads and Father, Lord, we come to you in prayer. And Lord, we thank you. We thank you for blessings on blessings on blessings, for who you are, for who you continue to be, and for you believing in us and continue to lead the way. We thank you for being our rock, our strength. We thank you for being our leader. We thank you for helping us to maintain focusedness and continue to chase after this dream in pursuit of making this a reality every single day. We do not take this lightly. We do not take it for granted that you are giving us an opportunity to live out our dreams. How many people get to do that? Not too many. We're fortunate and blessed that we get to play. And not only that, but play it at a successful level. That's a major thing. It could easily be the other way around. But yet, there's so much favor here, Lord. There's so much, and we do not take that lightly, Lord. We thank you for opportunities. We thank you for the connections. We thank you for network. We thank you for leading us to the people that we need to get in contact with, as well as them to us. You know what we are in need of. We're in need of $5 million in order to blow this thing up the way we envision. And that's just the beginning. And we know, Lord, that it's going to take time. but we're patient and we're ready for everything that is going to come our way. We will stay true to this journey, this mission of motivating and inspiring others to dare to turn their dream into reality, because that is what you put us on this path for. All the people that we affect and we bring change, and those things are added blessings and incentives. And we are thankful for that. So as we go our separate ways, we ask that you be with us all near and far. We thank you, Lord. And we give you all the praise, glory, and honor, for you're worthy. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. G.